we kind of tend to say we don't like people, but it's more like we don't meet enough people that match our depth and our need for true and authentic heart connections. Highly sensitive people, you and I, are actually very important to the world, and sometimes we miss that part because, how do I want to say this? We know that when people repress their feelings, suppress emotions, don't talk about their pain, their traumas, and their wounds, this creates energy blocks, and it creates diseases, and it creates people that are inauthentic, that are not feeling good in their lives, that are not being themselves. And it makes that people go around being hurt and wounded because there is no circulation of that energy. And what that results in, like I just said, it can result in physical disease. And it also results in, the saying, hurt people hurt people. So our role as highly sensitive people, because we are so keen on and need that true, deep, authentic connection, is that we are agents of healing for the world. Because when we engage in these connections and conversations, we allow those blocked energies to circulate. Because we talk about things, we open up. And when we open up, it helps other people open up. And when they open up about their true, deeper issues and wounds, it makes it circulate, and it frees their heart, and it frees their energy, and they become healthier people and kinder people, and people that are more open to loving again or loving more and being more available for others, for compassion and listening. And it's kind of this snowball effect. And this is one of our roles. Hello, beautiful. How are you doing today? I'm doing okay. Kind of exhausted from all the work with my beautiful book that I finally have in my hands. Talk about it later. But it's a good day. So I want to talk about an interesting paradox for highly sensitive people. And it's about our feelings about people, about friends, human connection, and just the socializing in general. So the paradox is that we like people, and I'll explain. I know a lot of us kind of don't like people, but there's more than one layer to that. So the paradox is that we like people, but we tend to isolate. And I guess a second degree of the paradox is that people need us, but we tend to isolate. So what do I mean by that? We kind of I know from my experience, but also from reading your comments in my video, I Don't Fit In, where I started the video talking about, do you feel like an alien on this planet? And oh my God, so many of you replied because yes, this is how we feel. So we are socially awkward, if we will, because we don't feel like we fit in. So whenever we're in society with a group of people, we feel kind of like an odd duck, and we just don't know how to interject the right way, where we can step in, when we can share. And when we do share, because we like deeper connections, well, we kind of tend to overshare, and then it makes things awkward again, and we're back to square one. Also, because of our very fine perceptivity and our very deep sensitivity, we know that when we're out in the world, we tend to get overstimulated and overwhelmed, which means that we tend to kind of retreat and isolate. Also, because of our very profound empathy for the world and how we see the world and how we look for kindness, it's hard for us to be out there because there is so much interaction that leaves us wondering, like, why aren't people more compassionate? Why don't they have empathy? Why don't they talk about real stuff? Why aren't they kind? And so again, we tend to isolate. But like I said, the interesting thing is that deep under all this, we actually like people. We just don't find enough people that we like because we can't stand the surface stuff and the pretenses and the small talk and the things that don't enrich our lives. We kind of tend to say we don't like people, but it's more like we don't meet enough people that match our depth and our need for true and authentic heart connections. I mean, when we're out, I know for me, if I'm out and just pop in and out of discussions and noise around and just kind of chatter, it totally depletes me. Like, I will get home and go like, oh, I am drained, I'm empty. I actually kind of, rate my social interactions in the sense that if I don't leave an interaction feeling uplifted, richer, like my heart was open, like I helped somebody, like I connected at a true deep level, it just absolutely feels like a waste of my time. If I go through an evening with people and I come back and it's like, how is my life richer from that? Then I can kind of regret having wasted my time, or for sure it reinforces my knowing that I need deep connections, and if it's not going to be there, it's probably better for me to just not get involved into those gatherings. But the opposite is also true though, or not the opposite, but the flip side of this is also really rich and a gift, because when we actually do connect at a deep level and a true level with somebody, we feel like we're expanding, like life is worth it, that this is why we're on this planet, this is why humans are awesome, and it really fills us up. And then we kind of exude that joy and that positive feeling. So we have both, but one is a little bit harder to find than the other. So even though we have like these two opposite, very opposite ways of feeling interaction, there's kind of no middle ground for us. Highly sensitive people, you and I, are actually very important to the world. And sometimes we miss that part because, how do I want to say this? We know that when people repress their feelings, suppress emotions, don't talk about their pain, their traumas, and their wounds, this creates energy blocks, and it creates diseases, and it creates people that are inauthentic, that are not feeling good in their lives, that are not being themselves. And it makes that people go around being hurt and wounded because there is no circulation of that energy. And what that results in, like I just said, it can result in physical disease. And it also results in, the saying, hurt people hurt people. So our role as highly sensitive people, because we are so keen on and need that true, deep, authentic connection, is that we are agents of healing for the world. Because when we engage in these connections and conversations, we allow those blocked energies to circulate. Because we talk about things, we open up, and when we open up, it helps other people open up. And when they open up about their true deeper issues and wounds, it makes it circulate and it frees their heart and it frees their energy, and they become healthier people and kinder people and people that are more open to loving again or loving more and being more available for others, for compassion and listening. And it's kind of this snowball effect. And this is one of our roles. And when I talked in my previous video about the fact that because of how we're designed and it's harder for us to be in the world and to do things to earn money if it's not aligned with who we are. And so that combined with the fact that we isolate ourselves because we're often too hurt by the superficiality of relationships in the world, we have to find ways to still use our gift, which is that human connection. And as I was thinking about this video, I realized, I knew it, but it was a clearer way to put it into words and perspective, to verbalize it, is that this is what I'm doing with my videos, with writing my book, which is a place where I share so much that sometimes I wonder, like, oh my God, did I really just do this and put all this out in the world? But then I remind myself, this is my role. As an empath, a highly sensitive person, an autistic person, whatever you want to label it, this deep human connection, it's what we're here for. We're here to bring back humanity to humanity. We're here to bring back heartfelt connections to the world and a more authentic living through compassion and love and understanding and sharing. So as a highly sensitive person, find a way for you to use that gift. Videos, talking with people, find people that you can help privately or whatever. Use this gift. Help people opening up by opening up. Find places that are safe. Just find a way in your environment, in your world, to actually use that gift. Because even though it is so easy and way more comfortable for us to isolate, we are here in part to heal the world, because the world will heal with more love and more openness. So remember that and know that about you and bring it out into the world however you can do it. I'm going to continue to do my video, and I'm sharing my book, which is almost 500 pages of sharing and opening up to allow other people to open up. And speaking about books, so a Splendid Mess, Chronicles of a Practically Enlightened Misfit. If you resonate with any of this, it will be launched on September 15th. You can buy it on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and I'm not sure yet which others, but all the major retailers online. Right now, it's only available as a soft cover. The other formats will come forward. But on September 15th, if I can sell enough books on that day, that one day on Amazon, it would allow it to go on a bestseller. Actually, the bestseller list per categories, the threshold is not so high that it's unreachable. So if you're interested in this book, I would ask you to put it on your calendar and put an alarm on your phone or something and buy it on Amazon on September 15th. It's a Sunday, you'll have all day to think about it, and I would really appreciate it because I so want this book to reach a lot of people because it is meant for all of you. So thanks a lot. Share this video, share my book. I'll put the link in the comments for Amazon. No, I actually don't have it yet. Ha! Okay. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like the videos, put a comment, and tell me how you feel about that idea. Like, did anything click with you? That idea that our role, because of our need and our ability for deep connections, that we are here to help heal the world. Does that resonate with you? I'd love to hear about it. Okay, another one bites the dust. I will see you soon. I love you. Have a beautiful week. Bye.